we having fun. Yeah, we say it like it is, ain't no holding our tongue. Go get us on the team, yeah, we getting it done. And shout out to Travell, yo, you number one. It started with a dream that turned into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about the change, mind your business.
Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it.
Welcome to another Wait Again Minute podcast. Today we have another special guest by the name of B Reid. I ain't even gonna say what your alias is. We're gonna let you introduce yourself in a few minutes. But as we do every week, we have a special guest in the hot seat. But I believe he can hold his own. What do you think, Miss Go Getter?
He might.
He might?
He might can hold his own. Yeah, I think he might can hold his own.
Yeah, I think so. So with that being said, Mr. Broderick, how was your weekend?
Wonderful. I had a ball.
You had a ball? So what did you do?
I attended a couple parties, did a couple parties. The usual weekend thing.
Okay. Miss Go Getter, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fabulous.
And what did you I'm going to ask you what you did. I don't know why we go through this every week.
Right, because I want you to just ask me another question.
Okay, so what did you do?
What did I do? I attended an event that was brought to you by Wait Again a Minute. So I did do that, and that was awesome. And other than that, I really just chilled.
Okay.
I just, I work and I chill. But I still enjoyed my weekend, though.
Great.
How was your weekend, Gam? Let's not forget you, because
Yes,
we was about to roll on. How was your weekend, girl?
My weekend was good. It was eventful. Like I had a lot going on this weekend, but nevertheless, it was a good weekend. It was definitely one for the books, like on my body and my mind. But other than that, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Body and mind.
Yeah, it was, because it was a lot of physical, like, because you're an entrepreneur and and you're doing a lot of things and a lot of physical things.
Yes.
So it has its toll on your body.
Very much so.
Like I don't have those mega knees,
What?
regardless of what people may think. Like I don't have those.
I seen some videos. You might have thought you had them there.
Right. But Mr. Broderick, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners or Wait Again a Minute?
Yes. As she said, my name is B Reid, also better known as DJ B Reid, one of VA's hottest DJs. Coming to you. We all around, baby. We booking. We come to you. Let me know. We be there.
All in one, right?
All in One Entertainment. That's the name of my company. We provide multiple services. We do DJing, MCing, 360 photo booth, and also the mirror photo booths. So if you need us, weddings, parties, divorce parties, whatever, we got you.
That's right.
We get you there and get you back home safe.
Not divorce parties, though.
Yeah, they party for that too.
Yeah. You know what though? We're in a different
Era
climate now. You know
Very
what I'm
much
saying?
so.
Yeah, it's like people, whatever reason we need to party, that's what it's gonna be.
We just need a reason to party.
Right. Absolutely.
She slipped and fell down. She need help getting in.
Right.
That's still her coming home party.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why we wanted the best races. We the best culture. Y'all heard it from me first.
Right.
Yeah.
That's, you know what though, B Reid, you're absolutely correct.
Yes.
And that's why they try to keep us at bay on a lot of stuff, because they know whatever we do and put our mind to, we're gonna blow it out the water, no
Every
doubt.
time.
I mean, I don't care what
That's
sport,
true.
what education, whatever.
Yep.
It's just like it's no stopping at all.
That's absolutely true.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about you. I know you were working for the city in which you live for 18 years, right?
Yeah, I was there for 17 years.
17 years. So you came out of high school and went straight there?
Straight there.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You know what though? And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of guys from the city do that. Like they I don't know what it is, but when they come out of high school, they go straight work for the cities, and they be there and they retire early. I guess because they've been there so long.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's that, and the fact that some of them catch on to the wave of, you're being programmed for real. You get up and go to
Okay.
work, do the same thing for 30 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you got to break that cycle. If
Yeah.
you want something different, there's nothing
Right,
wrong with a
right.
9 to 5, but if you pray and ask God for something different, He's going to deliver if you do your part.
Right. And that's why you definitely got to be careful, because be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it.
Oh, yeah, it's right there. You got to take that leap of faith.
So what made you take that leap of faith after 17 years though? That's a long time.
I had been thinking about it for like 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
My wife, I got to give it up to her. Like she was
Okay.
she was the last push I needed. Like I was there, but I was also scared because I'm scared of failure. Like I've never failed in nothing that I'd ever done before. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at like, if I fail, they're gonna say this, they're gonna say that. I'm worrying about the wrong things.
Right. You was worried about what they was going to
And
say.
I'm a living witness that a strong woman will change her mind and push you when you need that push. And she pushed me and she said, I got your back. Just do it. That was all I needed. I'm gone, baby. I went, the next couple of days, I turned all my stuff in. I was like, I'm resigning, retiring, whatever you want to call it. I still got my retirement accounts, and still, I wasn't a fool.
Right.
I saved. I didn't just leave and ain't have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a nice savings, and God was good.
Yeah. So now, let me ask you this. So when, you would come home and you were telling her, like, y'all were having pillow talk, and you were like, look,
Yep.
this is what I want to do. And
This is what I want to do. I'm tired of, it was a lot of different things. Like I was a supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
So like when the storms came and the snow came, I had to get up. I was on call in the middle of the night. If my lights are out, I got to leave my family to go out in service to make sure the roads are good for other people.
Right.
Which is cool. But I'm still worried about my own family too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And not knowing if they're okay and I got to be out here. It was just too much, man. My body starting to take toll on me. Like, there's a lot. People don't know. The guys, city workers, shout out to y'all because y'all do a lot. It's a lot. They may think they don't do something
Right.
some of the times, but
y'all do a lot of nothing.
you know how that
Right.
go,
I do.
You know how you get around there when it snow. Who put the salt down?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I
now they will dump that
Yeah.
salt.
dump
I've
it.
seen them do that, but that's it.
When y'all run y'all trash cans over, who puts the top back down when they dump it? We do. City
Oh, yeah.
workers. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things. Your water line break. There's a lot, man. City workers, it got its perks,
Right.
but it's just like any other job. You always gonna find a way
Yeah.
to not do something,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
but you're gonna have to do some work.
When it's time to do the work, y'all doing the work.
Yes.
I get it, but and we do give you guys like a hard way to go, and I've been doing it for years. Like I see
Yeah.
City Works, I was like, why you back in there, or why you whatever. But I think that because of the job that you guys do, they don't pay enough for what
Very
for the
underpaid.
work for the hours that you put in, and like you said, being on call and stuff like that.
Yes,
And I think they take that for granted.
very much so.
So I know we were talking to another gentleman before, and he was he lives out in Virginia Beach, and what he was doing for Virginia Beach was trying to get them, equal pay for what did they for what did they do? Virginia
Yes.
Beach, Virginia, Miss Go Get. I'm sorry.
I saw the eyes too. She was serious.
Right. for what they do, which is true, because they are essential personnel. So we
True.
do need you guys
Very
to
much
be
so.
able to make sure that we can go to work or not, or do what we need to do. So
True.
I
I just feel like the big bosses get a lot of the kickback when it comes, to the raises and all that.
Mhm.
Not saying they don't do a lot of work. Because they have a lot on their plate too. But
right.
to actually say that they work harder than the ones below them, no, nowhere near.
But that's always the case.
Yeah.
though.
But in a lot of places, businesses. If I had workers that work for me, I would make sure they're well taken care of, because I
Right.
want them to come in and the morale be right at work.
Right.
and
Yeah.
So
'Cause
did you
all that
feel
matters.
Did you feel like you was taken care of? Did you feel like there could have been something done differently
I feel
at
like
your old?
a whole lot could have been done differently.
So what would you have done if you was in that seat? If they gave you that position, what would you do differently than what you received as an employee?
I first of all would have gave everybody at least a $5 raise. That's at the bottom lease, and it
So-
goes by the time you've been there. Like the more years
Uh-huh.
you've been there, the more raise you'd have got.
Okay.
Okay, so was that available in your city where that they had that extra money to provide $5 of raise for what, about 100 employees, 200 employees?
It's always available. There's ways they can take and move money. You know, there's ways to move money around. They get, you know, see, people. A lot of people don't know this. Cities are funded by the government, meaning, you know,
Right, they're
To get
partially
a-
funded by the
Mhm.
government. That's
Yeah.
correct.
so they get a budget every year. So with that budget comes, when the end of the year comes, and that budget is done, they want to have said they used all that whole budget.
Right. Correct.
Right, that's correct.
So if you give your people a nice raise, boom, off top, let's take a nice chunk of it right there.
Mhm.
Then you got your road repairs, bridge repairs, like all repair things you got to do, normal things. So they have the money to do it. But do they want to do it? No, they don't
Right.
want to do it because they feel like it's always, they want more work for less money.
Right. Right.
That's
Right.
the
And
way of the world.
you know what though, B Reid, and you're absolutely true, because my thing is this: if you saying that it's no money, right, and
Mhm.
it's no raises, that means no raises for nobody all the way across
Nobody.
the board,
Right.
not just upper management.
Exactly.
Upper management still getting raises. Upper management still getting bonuses. When that money should trickle down into the
Mhm.
people, the
So
grassroots
was your
people.
management? So I guess that what GAM is saying, but I guess GAM also you have to wonder maybe the management wasn't getting raises.
No,
Oh,
they
they-
were getting raises.
They get raises. That's
Yeah.
public. That's public information.
Right?
So
They were
you
getting
can
raises.
look that up.
So
you
they
know.
was
Mhm.
getting raises, but y'all wasn't getting raises.
Yeah,
Y'all
like
out
I
in the
was. We
snow.
went one time. We went at least 7 years with no raise. At least 7 years.
But then too, though, B Reid, you gotta realize too, like when it's like that, I think far as a community, that's why we like having these conversations, right?
Yeah.
Because as a community of employees, you guys have the ability to go to them and say, hey, especially like now, you got people now that's like leaving jobs. Oh, I ain't coming in. All 99 of us not coming in today. And it
Mhm.
shuts the whole city down or transit or whatever it is that you're
Oh
doing.
no, city, no, not the city I worked for. No, them guys ain't about that life.
That's
I'm gonna be honest. You know,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I might get a little something behind it, but I don't care no way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell the truth.
Yeah.
People are talk that game.
Right,
When it
that's
comes time to go and stand up, oh man, I ain't gonna lose my job. I got a
Mhm.
family. We all got families.
Right.
Right.
But first of all, they can't just fire you for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a process now. In every municipality now, it's supposed to be a process.
Right.
They cannot just fire you for anything.
And you know, and there's a lot of people that had that type of mentality. And for some, I always call that the Florence Evans good times mentality, because you know I do.
Yeah.
Because you know, every time James tried to do something to come up, she always like, no. She wanted to find something to stay where she was.
But that was her own insecurity, though.
Right. So,
What do you
and
mean?
that's why I said, like, back to what he was saying about, you have people that do that. They'll talk it in the break room. They'll talk it out when you see them at the barber shop, in the street,
At home with the old lady.
right, at
Mhm.
home. But then when they get to work, it's like they get so scared of the boss man or the
Very
man.
much so.
You know,
And
it's
if-
like they're scared of the man. It's like, yo, the man can't do but so much. You can speak, you can say what's on your mind,
Yep.
but you're scared to say what's on your mind. So the man gonna keep doing that, and you're gonna keep being in that same
Yeah.
predicament
Box.
that you're in, and he's still elevating
Exactly.
because you're scared to say something to the man, because you're scared to lose your job, as if you couldn't go get another one, or you know, he had to have a reason to let you go because you said something.
Exactly. Then you got the ones that, you know, that are the snitches. They
Oh,
go
yeah.
tell
Oh
the
yeah, they're
boss
gonna go
everything.
tell the boss
So the
man.
boss may already
the
be
boss
preparing
man.
himself. If we saying we're gonna, like with
something.
the city, they didn't have no union.
Okay.
So you start talking about union stuff. Oh, they want to write you up and all, which
Yeah.
Really?
they threaten
Yeah.
people to do that, but
How
they
they
can't
gonna
do
write
that.
you up? What they writing you up on? What's the cost?
They'll figure something out. Let
Yeah.
them tell it. But I mean, I was very outspoken. If you ask anybody that I worked with, they're gonna say I was crazy. At one time I was real wild. I said whatever came out, you know what I'm saying? That's what it came out. That's how I felt. But as I got older, I learned to tone it down. You know, that's how I became the supervisor and all that. Because I actually got demoted one time there I flipped the dump truck.
Golly.
It wasn't my fault. Lady slammed on brakes in front of me. She had a van full of kids. So I had to make a decision, like either run in the back of her or take the ditch or try to go around her. I couldn't go around her, so I took the
Mhm.
ditch. And the last set of tandem wheels called a COVID pipe, which is a driveway pipe, drainage pipe. And it flipped me across on Route 13.
Oh, wow.
And, nobody was hurt. I wasn't hurt.
That's aggressive.
Yeah.
At the scene, you did a good job. You did this, you did that. The next week, I got a summons on my door saying I need to come turn myself in for reckless driving.
Oh my gracious.
This days after. And so I go down there.
Turn
myself in.
Man,
And the same people that I'm working for are
Right.
supposed to have my back. So they tell me turn myself in. I did everything. And it was like they released me on my as long as I just signed my name, saying I'm coming to court.
Uh-huh.
Go to court, and basically my lawyer killed them in court because they didn't inspect the truck. They didn't do nothing they were supposed to do for evidence coming in
Right. Mm-hmm.
there. And they were mad. So I got demoted. I was an operator 2 then, which is right up under a supervisor. So I was demoted down to a street maintenance worker 1, but I kept my same pay. I couldn't drive nothing for a year. So basically, you had one of your top operators just holding the shovel.
Yeah.
So every time you need something done, it hurt them more than it hurt me.
Right. That's exactly what I was
You
going
know,
to say.
When it came around, push snow that year, oh, Reid, get a truck. Oh, I forgot you can't even drive a truck. No, I can't drive, bro. I'm gonna sit on the passenger side. What you need to keep you woke? I'm gonna talk to you. That's all I can do. But it's things like that that makes a company make people feel like, yo, the company's against you. Why would I be charged with reckless driving? Nobody was even hurt.
And especially when, even though the city manager them, they have to do their job, right? They
got jobs to do, yes.
But trust and believe your higher upper management knew what was going on.
Oh yeah.
So they should have told you prior to you getting that surprise at your door.
I agree.
Like that was definitely
and they shouldn't have had it come to the door. They should have called you into the office.
And the officer told me though, this what kind of made me look at the officers kind of funny. He was like, my sergeant on the shift made me write you this ticket. In other words, if he made him do it, it came from upper management at the city.
Yeah.
No, we want him rolled up. Because I told you I was a live wire.
It ain't like that. Yeah.
They ain't like me for real.
Like yeah.
So at the end of the day, that was an opportunity for them to try and get rid of me.
Wow.
But it didn't work. God worked it out, and whew,
And you kept on.
I got a whole year of operator 2 pay, and I ain't do nothing.
Well, it ain't no wrong with that. See?
God is
so
good.
you did that. So you did it for 17 years. So and then you talked to your wife, and she said, "Well, it's time," and you felt as though it was time.
Yes.
So what was when you went in that day, and then like within a month, like where was your mind, and like what did you have a plan first of all?
Yeah, I already made my plan up. I already had my own DJing company.
Okay.
As far as like a regular business license, but I didn't go through and get the LLC and all that. Now I'm fully credentialed. I got my LLC. I'm fully insured, all that. So I just took the next step. I mean, it was already there. The plan was there, and I was already known for DJing. So now it's like my books are more open, so I can do different things during the week versus having to, I ain't gonna try to go past 1 o'clock. I got to be work at 7. I got to get up by 5 and get myself together because I'm old. I like an old man, and I got to watch the news and all that. Drink some coffee for a cappuccino. I don't really like coffee, but yeah, like it's a blessing, man. I tell anybody like it's different. It's very different, and you got to be disciplined. Ain't no splurging and things when you know you got money coming in. Like it might be a week where I might not do as good, but I can't let that discourage me because it can be discouraging now. I ain't gonna lie, that first month or 2, I was like, man, I'm going back to work. This ain't gonna work for me. I'm thinking like, it's gonna boom, boom, boom. But shucks, that next week, I picked up different contracts here and there, and I do a lot of weddings. Now I'm getting into more, different genres like country, pop, rock.
That's right.
I don't just want to be stuck in hip hop. And you know what we as the Black culture know. But now I'm learning, which I've always liked all genres of music, but to actually be able to do it and play for people, it's heartwarming. It's nice.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. Being that you play for different ethnicities, right?
Look at you.
What?
I can't even spell that.
What is that now? Being that you playing for them, right? Is the whole far as the business aspect of it different from how is it different from the ones who you normally play for versus
You want the truth?
Right,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get to you raw.
Yeah, we're good.
Yes, that's
I'm,
how we like.
I'm not gonna lie. People, family members, close friends,
Mm-hmm.
people that think that you they homie,
Right.
or they always want to deal.
Yeah.
And that's mostly, the black race. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Other races, man, I don't have no problem. I give them a price. It's like, okay, what do I need to do? Where I need my deposit to?
Right.
But it all depends on in the black race if they are business minded or
Right.
are they, they're just doing it just to be doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them, I got to turn a lot of them down because they be like, no, I can't pay that much. Well, you can't afford me then.
Yeah.
Right.
And I used to not be like that, but now I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Right.
It ain't no.
It's different now
It's
because you're not
different.
getting that weekly paycheck
It's
on
different.
the side.
It's a big difference. And at this point in my life, I don't really care who don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just at a different point. Like my mind is different now. Like I'm more focused on family and what I'm gonna leave for my kids, and I want to
Right.
make sure my wife is taken care of if something happened to me. Because the way these streets are right now, like I'm not a
Yeah.
street guy. Never been a street guy, but I thought I was tough one time. We all have.
That's a lie. Because I never thought I was tough.
Oh no, I heard the stories about you. But yes. I would say I want to leave a legacy for my family. Like I want to be different than what was left for my parents.
Okay.
And I still have my dad's dad is still living. My mom's mom is still living.
Mm-hmm.
So when they pass, I don't know what they're planning on leaving them, but I want to leave something where my kid got a big jump start in life.
Right. Right.
That don't mean go out here and mess this money up now, because I'm coming back. I'm a hunch.
Done and done. Yeah, I definitely get it. And, being definitely doing something that, we're not taught
Yes.
or, or
Right.
come from.
Mhm.
So that's breaking generational curses
Exactly.
right there.
And so how long have you been DJing? Like, how did you get into DJing, entertainment?
Well, shout out to all my guys that, helped me along the way. I really started with a guy named Frankie Epps. I started with him. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Frankie was part of, his brother was Dominique, was part of Double I and all that. Frankie was a DJ.
I didn't
And
know that either.
we started playing with CDs. I was using CDs. Then I meet Total Rec. Shout out Total Rec. Started traveling with him, going places with him, watching him do him. And I just grabbed my own style. I met Don Juan. Shout out to Don Juan as well. Oh, I can't forget my cousin Jimmy Reid.
Oh,
Yeah, one of
the OG.
the OGs there. All three of them OGs, they out in the same era. Jimmy a little deeper than he deeper than them.
Mm-hmm.
But all those guys got their own style. All of them tight, all of them good. I just watched all of them. Jack Spade, all the guys that LES, all the guys. I watched them and made my own style. And from there, Total Rec would take me places with him. I would be his driver. That's what he would tell people. I was his driver.
Okay.
I used to drive the van. I used to drive the van though. It was fun. I'm getting the parties free, drinking for free. Why not? So I met people. I wouldn't just go though. I would network. I would go while he's DJing. I'm walking around talking to people like I'm known or something. I made myself be known.
Right.
Yeah. So I talked my way through the door. After that, it was history.
Oh, okay. So you started with all them fellas,
Yep.
and then you really started. You was going out with Total Rec, and that's how you really start. Like,
Yep.
Okay, so you was introducing yourself as a DJ too.
Yep.
Okay. What?
Well, hold on. You no, first of all, you were the driver.
You was the driver.
Yeah.
Introducing yourself as
so
a
you-
DJ.
so you the driver, DJ.
To Total Rec, I was a driver. But to them people there, they know me. Total Rec, come on, bro. I need you tonight, baby. I said, I'm there. I'm coming. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
I guess so. You
But I
was
had my
marketing.
own motive of what I was doing.
Okay.
Right.
I've always been, if they tell you, them guys can tell you about me. I've always been driven to get some money.
Mhm.
Again,
So did they actually show you how to? Did any one of them actually show you like how to do, or did you just watch and picked it up on your own? And then when you was going out to these events with DJ Total Rec, you start introducing yourself, and then that's how you really.
well, I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
good.
I mean, all of them showed me bits and pieces, but no DJ, just like any other business, like if I wanted to start a home healthcare, nobody's going to show me everything.
Right.
They gave me the basics that I needed. you know, but they didn't like sit down and say, yo, bro, this how you do this how you do this. They did it to a certain extent, but they're never nobody's gonna give you everything. But that's where I'm different. Right. I'm different. I'll show my whole hand because I feel like it's enough money for everybody. You're gonna like who you like. She's gonna like who she like. Everybody's not gonna like the way I DJ. They might like Total Rec better. They might like Don Juan better. They might like Marky Mark better. But we all have a different style. We all get into the bag.
Right. So when you get your first gig, did your first gig come out of being at one of those events? Like, how was that when you got your first gig? Due to the fact you got bits and pieces, how was it when you got your first gig?
I think that first gig was a free gig. Yeah. I think I did that for somebody for free. Probably the first 10 gigs was probably for free. Because, you know, you got to test your waters and see if you really can stand the pressure. Because, you know, when people, they'll talk trash about you now. DJs, they catch hell.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah,
why is he playing that? Why is he doing that?
Yeah, because to me, a DJ makes the party.
Very much so.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand about people with weddings. Okay, I can speak on my own wedding. I spent about $800 on the wedding cake. If a DJ tell me he's going to charge me $1,500 for a wedding, I don't see a problem with that.
Right, that's right.
Right.
But you got people that want a $200 DJ and $1,000 wedding cake,
and that don't make no sense.
The cake, the people not even gonna eat the cake.
A lot of people don't even see the cake.
Yeah, they don't even
until the bride go over there to the cake to say we cutting the cake. Now you're like, oh, where's the cake?
They looking for that bar.
Right, that's what they're looking for.
They want
like,
the bar.
Oh, when people go to the wedding, they like, oh, who did the food? Who DJing?
That's it.
Who bartending? They never say who made the cake, who DJing, who cooked the food. It never goes in that order.
And you know what? And they never, because you know, like, let me tell you, like, when you go to a wedding, right? Like, especially like now, you don't even see the videographers in there or photographer names in there anymore. It's like, y'all don't even give us any type of credit,
right?
At all.
But everybody posing for them pictures. Oh, look at the camera. Oh,
yeah.
Look, and they be like this.
That's true.
Or they see the video guy, they like this.
But the main thing I hate to see at weddings, though, is when the videographer or the photographer is trying to do their thing. You know, you got that aunt, that uncle, they about 65, 70. Come on, let me get a picture. You can't be flashing while they flashing.
Right.
That messes the picture up.
And
you all in their way, and they trying to get there because the photographer, they got to move fast.
Yeah.
You got to catch everything in the moment. That's what photography is. And that just irks my nerves so bad. And then when people come and ask for a requested song, oh my God, you got that girl, the boom 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 boom. What is that? I don't know what that is.
Which song?
Even if I do know what it is, you should know the name of the song that you're requesting.
Right.
Then if I have my tip jar out, they don't want a tip. But you can tip the bartenders, you can tip everybody else.
It started with a dream that turned into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about to change, mind your business.
Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. We top six like we all up on the gram with it.
They don't like the tip. The DJ, I feel like the DJ deserves tips, especially if you're requesting a song. Right. If somebody's booked me for the event, they already told me what they want to hear. So you're extra now.
Right. So you
like
need to pay for that song.
Yeah, it's like ordering an extra side. You already got the meal. Now I want a side to go with that.
Right.
You extra. So and then you keep coming back. You get one.
So then you didn't change the whole setup that the person that hired you told you to play.
Oh my God.
So then they looking at you like, I told you to play R&B and you didn't throw in some good knees.
Exactly. Very much so. And they get mad because a lot of times I won't play certain things, especially if I'm a wedding. I try to do all clean music unless they tell me they're fine with, the dirty explicit music. But I mean, just me, my wedding, I'm with it. Turn out, because I ain't had no kids in my wedding, no way.
Right.
So it was different, but some people have kids that come to the reception and all that, but I ain't had no kids at the reception. It's turn up time now. Yeah. It's a different step in life, and I wanted to have fun, but I just try to give people what they want,
Right.
But people in the crowd, they don't care about that. They don't look at it as if these people just spent all this money. They paying B Reid such and such money, all this money, so they should get everything they want. It's their special day.
That's
Right.
You know what? And you said a mouthful, but that's what it is. When it's like you said, people come, they come, to enjoy themselves and to eat and drink.
Yeah.
They're not really half the time. They don't even come and bring a gift to the
Oh my God,
to
gift
whoever.
table. The gift table shouldn't even be up half the time.
Yeah.
That's just there for decoration. Like they
Right.
look at that. Oh shit, I'm gonna keep on going. They don't care about that. They
Right.
just
Right.
they come there to signify
Talk about what's
Exactly.
going on,
exactly.
eat up the food, drink up the liquor,
And complain.
and complain about everything in between the liquor, the food, and what everybody get on. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: being that you come from an era of it's like 4 or 5 of y'all or whatever, right?
Mhm.
How is it, or is it some type of camaraderie between you guys, or because I know like with women we're kind of catty, right?
Mhm.
But I'm learning that men are petty as hell.
Yeah.
Very
So-
much so.
But like far as with you guys and some other DJs that is there any like light beef or any
Always
Tension.
silent. I call it silent beef because
okay.
if I just feel like it's different type of DJs. Number one,
right.
you got ones that can blend, you got ones that push buttons, you got ones that never played on turntables, you got ones as myself. I didn't come up in the wax era where they had to use the wax carry crates and all that. I didn't do that.
Okay.
But don't be mad at me because I didn't come up in that era.
Mhm.
So I feel like a lot of the older DJs, they like to down the newer DJs in somewhat sense because they like, oh, they got controllers, they don't use turntables. Everybody ain't into that.
yeah.
That don't make them less good as you because they use a controller. That controller can do the same thing those turntables do. It's just digital. You know what I mean? But I feel like use what worked for you.
Right.
I tell anybody, like I got them both, but I use whatever I feel like using that night. Everybody like different stuff, man. But as far as camaraderie, no.
Okay.
People, it's nothing. It's not that people don't want to come together. It's just like their pride. They're scared to put their pride to the side. I feel like where I'm from, South Virginia, people overlook the DJs a lot in the 757 Hampton Roads area.
Why you say that?
Because
or why do you feel that way?
Because if you look around, you go to the clubs in Norfolk, Virginia, Portsmouth, Virginia, Newport News, they have certain DJs that they're going to use. I mean, it's nothing against them,
Mm-hmm.
but me personally, like I reach out to a lot of the other DJs. We talk, you know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like they respect us like we should be respected. So I take my respect. I do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm better than none of them. There's a lot of them that's better than me. But do they have the mind that I got, the vision I have, like to read a crowd? That's what sets you apart from
Right.
everybody else. Like
Yeah.
I can go from a 40 and up party and go do a Sweet 16 with no problem. Everybody can't do that. Everybody don't have clean music. Everybody don't have different genres of music. So it's a lot. DJing, people think it's...
So basically what you're saying is it's like you have to perfect your craft.
Yes.
And a lot of people just go and just be like, oh, I got a gig and just show up that day.
Yes.
And
And
think that
I
they
got
just
a
gonna
partner, Don Juan. Shout out to Don Juan.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been one to perfect this craft. Like me, I'll buy something new and I'll take a chance on taking it out the next day.
Oh, wow.
Don Juan ain't gonna do that. Don Juan gonna have his music right. He gonna have. I used to not have my music right. Now I prepare myself now
Okay.
because I look at it different. At first it was just a side hustle. Now this is
Right.
this is a hustle there.
That's
I
right.
got to do it. I can't have no hiccups because I had a scenario where I was at a wedding at the Devil R Ranch
Okay.
mansion,
Mhm.
and if anybody been there, the service up. So
Yeah.
internet was crashing like crazy, and I couldn't. The song that I had downloaded for the first dance,
Oh, my God.
it was a bad file, so I couldn't download another one because the internet was messing up. And that's
How was
I'm
the
about to
file?
cry
What
for
was wrong
you.
with? What was wrong with the song?
the
Corrupt
song.
crowd.
It just cut off like halfway. It cut off, so I just kept re-looping it. And the bride and groom looked at me. I was like, "Oh shit, I fucked up." I'm like, "Yo, they gonna find me." I'm like, "They gonna give me a bad review and all this." I'm like, "Oh my god," but they was okay with it. They understood. But you got some people that understand. You got some that are ignorant. They don't understand that all this stuff is digital. Like anything can happen. Like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we on live.
And you know, and that's something I guess that should have been something that was discussed prior to, as far as when the bride and groom was telling you where their event was going to be held. And that should have been something that they asked, you know, who they rented from. Like, hey, how was the reception here? Okay, so Mr. or Mrs. DJ, this is how the reception is here. The service is weak. Like, how would that work with you? Because although when you're having an event, and most people, when you have an event, you looking at the venue.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You instantly thinking about
everything else.
You're not thinking about like, well, how the Wi-Fi going to be out here?
Or
how is that going to affect the DJ? You're not thinking about nothing. Like, you just think about the venue.
Lighting.
You're thinking about like, oh, look how pretty it is. You're thinking about all of that and the cost. But you're not thinking about. So that might be something like, so when someone book you, is that a question, like a number one question you ask? Where's the venue and how's the reception at that venue as far as the Wi-Fi reception?
Well, most of them I've been to in, you know, like the 757 area I've been to. But if it's out, I get more in depth with the questions because I've never been there before.
Right.
I get, you know, I can call some of my DJ friends that probably been there, but I try to get in depth with the customer and make them feel at ease and comfortable.
Right.
And like I did one 2 weeks ago, man. That was way out in Pongo, Virginia Beach.
Yeah, right.
But you know what though? Go ahead.
And their service, I thought the service there was gonna suck, but it was actually good. But it was like wooded area. It was like a barn. It was really nice.
Oh no, they had that good reception out in Pongo back.
But let me tell you this though. No matter if you do sit down and have those conversations, have those questions answered, right? When that leaves people's mind on that day when things happen.
Very much so.
They like, oh, the song looping, or they can't play the song. You can't find the song.
They like, why or whatever.
But at least for yourself, like Ms. Go Get It said, at least you had the conversation with them prior.
Exactly.
But they still be like, oh no, what the hell? You know.
I've had people call the day of their wedding, changing songs, and I've done weddings where they didn't have a coordinator. I was a coordinator and a DJ. I ain't get paid for all this, but you know, it's still somebody's special day, so I still want to make them feel like
you're the coordinator.
Yeah, you got to announce. I'm announcing, and I got to tell the people when to come out, and which I can do it because I can multitask. You know, I've learned to be a multitasker. I ain't always been like this now, but in this industry, you have to be able to set yourself apart. So that just being able to do that, somebody might have been there and be like, "Oh, he did all this by himself." You know, they might be like, "Okay, so it's extra money. You want me to coordinate and do all that?"
Right.
Yeah, no problem. I can do everything.
All in one.
All in one, baby. That's the name. That's why I named it. That's why I named it that name. All in one. I actually had to abbreviate it because it was All in One Entertainment. So now it's AIO Entertainment because somebody had the name All in One already.
Okay, when you found DJ LLC. Yep. Okay, gotcha.
And I was like, but mine is different. It sets itself apart from. Did you do
the name, the LLC as AIO ENT or what? AIO Entertainment?
AIO Entertainment, yes.
And then did you do your fictitious as All in One?
No, I just left it. I just did AIO Entertainment.
Okay. Now, as far as you being an entrepreneur, like Ms. Go Get It said, you know, when you're used to having a check, you go to work. Whether you go to work 4 days or 5 days, you know about what you're gonna bring home, right?
Yep.
So now, what is the discipline like for you, knowing that, you know, when you do this job, this is your money? So what's the discipline like?
Well, I mean, I already tell myself for the week start, you know, I go through my books and see where I'm at, what I got to do. And I tell myself, okay, I'm going to make this week. I got to pay this week. I got to do this. I got to do that. So I'm already, in my mind, I know about what I'm going to make and what I want to spend as far as me, you know, splurging or doing something I want to do. But I don't really spend money like that. You know, when I go out, I keep my own little bottle, personal bottle, and I'm good.
So why do you feel like the DJs here don't get, not like the older DJs, but the DJs in this area don't get what you think is due to them?
Because one thing I don't feel like we stick together like we should. As far as across the board, like I shouldn't be able to go somebody shouldn't call me for a wedding, and I say I can't do it, and they call Don Juan or Todorek or some of the other guys that's from out here, and their price is lower than mine. We should be at least even, or if not even, you should be a little bit more than me.
Okay.
Never less. Don't never, because I feel like people sell themselves short. We sell ourselves short.
Right.
So
when it
you
comes
think
to that.
so you think that they go below, but do you think they go below because that is just their price and they don't know how to price out their services, and maybe you know how to price out your services and they don't?
Well,
Or do you think they're going low as an undermining tactic?
well, me, Don, Todorek, and Mark and I had this conversation before recently about, getting together more. We used to be together more often than what we are now, but everybody know, Todorek, he doesn't stay in Virginia no more. But the thing is, like, we still can get together on, we can get on the virtual stuff and talk, whatever. And I feel like we should be on one accord as far as if, again, they reach out to Mark price should be, Mark is worth the same thing I charge people.
Right.
Don is worth that. Todorek is worth that.
But the thing about that, they might be worth it, but to you, but maybe they don't realize they're worth it.
But we on the same page.
Uh-huh.
Us four on the same page. But you got upcoming DJs that are undercharging themselves. Like, and I tell them, I keep it real with them. I'm like, bro, if you want to DJ a whole party all night for $150, by all means, knock yourself out, bro.
But they might be trying it out, like how you
Starting out,
said you started out, you did it for free.
Yeah,
So
but it's
those-
different now, though. It's different. I mean, because if you really don't have to be able to DJ now. Be honest with you, like
Your playlist.
if you're popular
Well,
and a lot of people know
well,
you, and you can play the hottest songs, it ain't about the blending. It ain't about
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You can just drop songs.
No. Well, I don't know what this is called, but I've been in the presence of people. No lie, you be jamming, the song be on, and then they just go to the other song. It's like they just wipe it away. They didn't. What is that blending when you take one song and
Blending is when you take two songs and
they playing at the same time
At
at
the
a
same
certain
time.
point.
yeah.
okay.
Basically,
So
what they did, they dropping songs. What you saying? They
They
dropped one
dropped.
song. They had one song playing, and the other
Yeah.
song just went away.
right.
Yeah, they dropped it.
I mean, like, whew,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
no
But-
type of transition.
Did
Nothing.
what?
Woof.
but
I said, well, God.
this new
dang.
generation, they don't care about all that. As long as you playing that head banging, what they want to hear,
Oh yeah.
they don't care. Now, me, I could do. Say I'm doing a 21 up party,
Mhm.
and it's two of us, me and a newer DJ. If they know the hottest songs, and I don't play the hottest songs, they're gonna say that DJ is better than me. This newer generation,
Oh, yeah,
because
right.
they don't care about the blending. They don't care about.
Well,
none of that.
you can't really take points from this newer generation because, honey,
They different.
this newer generation,
I'm
they
scared
are a
of 'em.
whole
Yeah.
different.
I'm
You be
scared
like,
to death.
that ain't right. They be like, like, oh, okay then.
Yeah,
All right, you say so.
they speak.
So-
I speak. They don't speak. I keep it moving.
Yeah,
That's all I'm going to ask you. Like, do you being that you a DJ, right?
Mhm.
Do you like only do certain age groups or certain
Yeah, I'm at that point now.
venues?
I really don't like to do sweet I'm studying my ass off. Sweet 16 parties no more, because like younger crowds, they worse, and they listen to a lot of YouTube music, stuff that me and you and
Yeah.
a lot of people probably never even know
Heard
of.
of.
Mhm.
I'm like,
And you
And
probably
then-
don't even have a CD or
Yes.
a drop or nothing for it.
they don't have the clean versions, and I'm looking at them like, yo, is your parents gonna be okay with this? So a lot of times I talk to the parents like, hell no, I don't want that played, but the kids still want to play, so they looking at me like, oh, he whack.
He
Yeah.
ain't
He
paying,
ain't- So I try to stay away from them, but some of them I get my picks. I guess you
I
call
guess you
it.
had to fill it out based on the parent,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
sometimes the parent just as bad.
Yes.
So you would tell the parent, you know they cursing from the time it comes on to the
Man.
time it go off. They be like, that's my junk. Drop that.
And
Yeah,
now,
but you'll turn around and parent be out there with the kids.
yes, they a lot of the younger kids, they like to slow grind now.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Like
wow.
I'm like, I mean, my era we did grinding and all that, but we didn't do all that slow grinding. We was, fast grinding.
Yeah.
Get your little hump on in the corner and get out the way.
Right.
Now they want to actually like they in the act of intercourse.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm like, man, I don't agree with it, because I'm thinking, I got a 15-year-old daughter,
Right. Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
looking, and she's, she don't look 15, And I'm scared to death.
Yeah.
I'm scared to death. I ain't gonna put her business out there because she'd probably get mad with me. But she's into boys now.
Yeah.
But she did come to me, and it made me feel good as a parent. So it made me feel like I did something right.
Okay.
She told me she's into boys now, and I keep it raw with her. I tell her the truth. You got one thing a man can't take from you. That's your virginity. Don't give it away, because once it's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time for that.
Well, at least you know what though, you can respect her for telling you.
Yes. That's why I felt so good.
A girl
and
a guy,
yes.
A girl telling her dad. So that means that she thought enough of you
yes.
to actually tell you.
It made me feel really, really good inside. Like, damn, she really told me. Right. Because I've been drilling in her since she was young. Her mom has too.
Okay.
Her mom she's a great mom. We may not have always seen eye to eye, but she's still been a great mom to my daughter, and I appreciate her for that too. But we may have certain different rules in our households.
That's why
a dad is always gonna be strict on a girl. That's just.
But why though?
Because
they know what they've been out there doing.
Exactly. I know what I've done. And I want her to be sharp. I want her to be able to see through the bullshit because it's gonna come.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're gonna try you. They're gonna, like I tell her, they want one thing right now because if they really like you, they like you enough to wait.
Yeah, I believe that.
And I always joke with her. I tell her, so you can't get married till you're about 30, 35. Right. She's like, Dad, but why? Because I don't want you to get married yet. But no, when she's ready, I'm gonna support her and that whatever she do, but it's hard, man. I ain't gonna lie. When she called me and told me that, I was like, oh my God, damn, I'm getting old.
Well, that's good. But let me ask you this: parenting, right? Being that along the lines of what you just said about parenting in different households, everybody have their own parenting style, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not the custodial parent, right?
No,
she's over there with her mom. So when she comes to you, like, how do you feel, or do you feel that there should be some type of balance because of she can do whatever there or not with you?
Well, for the most part, me and her mom, we basically on the same page, but we have our differences,
right?
But yes, the balance has to be there because if not, the kid is going to use that against both of y'all. Mm-hmm. The kids going to they know that you and the mom don't get along, so they're gonna be like, oh, I'm not going over there. I don't want to go over there. They'll do little things. All kids they get anywhere where they know they can get away with something, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly true.
But it has to be balanced. It has to be communication. Number one thing. Like if y'all not communicating, y'all ain't gotta like each other, but you have to communicate when it comes to the seriousness of something with the kid.
Right. I was telling one of my homeboys the other day. I said you have to be amicable when it comes to them kids. Like forget the relationship. It's those kids.
Yeah, they different. They kids different.
Yeah. So being that you're newly married, a couple years now, how was that transition? Far as you coming into a household where you have kids, and then with your daughter, so it's a blended family. Like, how was that?
It was different. It was different. Well, actually, I was in a relationship before my wife. I was with that person for 7 years. And, she had kids. I still look at them as my kids to this day. I still love them. Right. Even though me and their mom didn't see eye to eye and we didn't, work out, I still wish her the best.
Right.
But it's on the two women or vice versa, the two dads, whatever. You got to be able to talk, man. Like at the end of the day, no, they're not my kids, but they still have to respect me as a father figure.
Right.
Like, I'm still the man in the house now. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
This is what it's gonna be. This is my rules, which my rules are simple. Do your chores, do whatever your mama asks you to do. It's simple. I don't ask much for my kids. Right. I get them whatever they want, as long as it's in line with my pockets.
Yeah.
But marriage is different. It's different. I'm pretty much well known. I was outside one time. I'm on the porch now. I was outside.
You was off the porch for a minute.
I was off the porch for a good little while.
So when you came out, you jumped straight out the porch.
Yeah, I can't hear it first. I want Amy to play with it.
Yeah.
I can't speak for nobody else. That first piece sent me crazy.
Right.
And after that, I was like, oh my God, I want this feeling all the time.
Yeah.
But do I regret a lot of it? No, because it built me to be the man I am now. Like, being able to be faithful, man. It's people don't believe me. Like a lot of my friends, they can't believe I went from that to this.
But let me ask you, now, do you think that it takes do you think that certain people can bring that out of you? Whereas you are you following me?
Yeah.
Certain people bring that out of someone.
Yeah, I do. I believe that.
I believe that also because if you love that person like you say you do,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to hurt that person, especially if that person's been hurt before, and you don't want to rekindle that flame of her being hurt, it takes a special person, like you said. I agree. But even with that special person, it takes something inside of you to say,
Right.
look, turn that switch off, man. Turn it off. It ain't worth it. Because I know if my wife crazy.
Switch off.
My wife crazy. And
that's exactly what I'm gonna say.
she
You already know
she gonna go full fledged if I cheat. I'm gonna catch the backlash of all her exes, whatever she's been through, because it's like women get tired of getting hurt.
Yeah.
Shit, they're gonna take it on somebody. And right now, I think I would be that guy. I think she'll smoke my boots.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what though?
Yeah, I think she'll smoke my boots for real.
I'm sure. Oh, I have no doubt.
Yeah, I think she watched First 48 too much, and I think she would smoke my boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you basically scared. So you shook.
I ain't scared. I mean, something about that life, but
whatever.
But I just respect her. I respect her, and I love her, and she's a good woman. And she, I mean, it's hard to find somebody to push you and make sure you are driven enough to follow your goals. Mm-hmm. And she got her own goals she's trying to work on, but she was willing to put hers on hold so that I can follow my dream. And for that, I mean, I'll forever respect her for that, like forever.
Okay. Let's go to a commercial break right quick. I hate to, but let's go to a commercial break right quick.
10-4.
So basically, so basically, you're scared of getting your boot smoked. So she kind of like shook you into being faithful. You think? Was it hard though?
Oh, it's definitely hard. My wife knows that I'm a flirt. I flirt with women all the time because that's just it's part of my job. Yeah. I mean, I got to make women feel good.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
You can't be serious right now.
I mean, what do you? Okay, well, let me go back a few steps. What do you consider? What is y'all definition of flirting?
Like you flirting like, hey, girl, you look good.
Or
a compliment beyond.
So a compliment is basically flirting.
But you get a compliment that can lead to something else.
But I think if you have control, you can stop that.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have to lead into. You can just say, "Hey, you look nice," and keep it moving. You don't have to stop and carry on the whole conversation.
Okay, so what do you consider flirting then?
I mean, if I buy you a drink,
so wait,
that's flirting?
I don't look at it as flirting, but the average woman would look at it as flirting because that makes her feel like, oh, he might want me.
Okay, so you say your wife know you flirt. So when you out DJing, are you buying drinks?
Yeah, I mean, if I see some of my people, I'd be like, y'all want a drink? Yeah.
So you flirt with your people now?
No, he's talking about like some friends, people, meaning like people he know.
Hold on, there ain't no incest going on over here. What's wrong with you? But no, I mean, I buy women. I mean, I don't have a listen. Every woman is jealous to a certain extent,
right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I mean, she know what she's dealing with. Yeah. She know I'm a laugh, joke. I might go out and dance, party. I ain't gonna grind on nobody. None of that. I ain't gonna be disrespectful.
Right.
But I'm gonna be on the dance floor. I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
But that's your personality, though.
Yes. Right? So that's what I said. Like she knows that I'm gonna flirt.
But would you like her to flirt?
Oh, me hit on her all the time.
No, that's not what I asked you.
And it don't bother me.
Which is good. What you
just she'll flirt too. She'll flirt.
And you.
Mm-hmm.
And you.
She'll flirt. She'll red bone. She'll flirt.
But the question is, do you like her to flirt? Do you mind?
It don't bother me because I know she know where to turn it off at. Because she know I'm a little cuckoo too. To a certain extent. I'm not jealous though. I'm not jealous at all. Like if I see a guy, trying, we could be out together. And it's happened plenty of times. A guy, trying to holler at my wife or whatever. I'll tell him, look, man, that's my wife.
Right.
Now, if I tell you that and you keep right on, and I already told you that's my wife, then that's where the problem comes
Right.
Because
And that's disrespectful.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Purposely
I don't care about you buying her no drink. That's the one less drink I had to buy tonight. Thank you.
Matter of fact,
I'm
that
just
me one
real.
too.
Like, yeah, get me one too, bro. Shit. We all take a shot. Right? I'm not uptight like that, but it's just the constant disrespect that I don't like. And you get a lot of that, alcohol involved though.
Oh yeah.
But
that's an excuse too.
That's an excuse.
Sometimes
Exactly.
people use it as an excuse,
Exactly.
but they be trying their hand when they had alcohol so they can blame the
Own
alcohol
something.
for
Exactly.
that. But let me ask you this. Now, being that you guys are out sometimes together, do she feel any type of way when, just like with you, when people know that that's your wife, that's your husband, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does she feel like because like some women throw themselves at DJs,
Oh hell yeah,
ball
she be
players.
ready to go off a lot of times. She be ready to go off, but she already know like she got to put her trust in me. You don't worry about what that woman doing.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
It's up to me when she say, "Come on over here," and she drop the pants and I do whatever. It's up to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I'll get you all the way to the door and be like, "Girl, I was just bullshitting. I won't do that."
Oh
for real.
no.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the point I'm at in my life now. Like I can flirt
So
with you all day. Yeah, I flirt with you all day.
that ain't flirt. That's teasing.
No, teasing, flirting, but
It's all the same.
you should be woman enough to know the difference. We all out to have fun.
No, Reid.
Yeah.
No, B Reid. No.
Yeah.
So you done set her up
Okay.
for nothing.
Oh, let me get it right. Me
Yeah.
make it make sense to you. So
Okay, please.
again, like if I see a girl at the bar
Mhm.
and I buy her a drink, and say we stand in the same hotel, we at the hotel bar, and we go into our room, and she be like, "You want to come in?" "Oh no, baby, that was just a drink." But I mean, it's that easy this day and time. Like
Yeah.
if a woman wants something, they gonna get it.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
and I don't look at a woman different from that. That's just
What it is.
a night of fun. Just
Yeah.
protect yourself. But some people look at it as a woman being a whore or whatever. I don't look at it like that. Men do it all the time.
But yeah, but it's a double standard with that.
And not with me
out
out there. I'm real.
Mhm.
It is what it is. Like, you wanted to have fun that night. But
It's a cost to that too, though.
no, now if you out of town, you don't know that person. Y'all ain't see
No.
each other no more.
But still, okay. So
what's the
are
cost?
you telling me the now, especially if you're involved with somebody? I ain't even gonna say married. If you're involved with somebody and you have an encounter with somebody, it's a risk and a cost. It could be to that.
But what's the risk? Is what he's saying. What's the
Meaning,
cost?
If
I'm
you
not gonna
protected
mess with
yourself-
somebody who has less than what I'm already in.
But he didn't say
Well,
take
no.
him home and make him a boo. He said
Meaning-
if he's on a job. Okay, let me set it up for. He said if he's on a job,
Mm-hmm.
right, and he's staying at a hotel and he's down at the bar, he was flirting with the person the whole time at the bar.
Right.
But then when it was time to go upstairs, he went to his room, she went to hers, or maybe they did do a one-nighter and then they went on about their business.
Mhm.
What is the cost? You saying that there's a cost to that? What is the cost?
Meaning
They
it
went
could
their own
be
way.
a risk there because I'm saying like being that it was just that night, right?
Mhm.
You get pregnant,
You
she
done-
get pregnant.
you
She don't know
No,
me.
you done forgot all about it.
She don't know my. First of all, I ain't get her my real name.
You don't even know. You don't even know. It depends on the alcohol level. You don't even know, right?
That was back
Well,
then. I ain't talking about right now, y'all. Don't
Right.
listen.
We
Y'all look at me
talking about-
different.
we
I'm a
talking about
faithful
old
husband.
Right.
It's old, real.
But what I'm saying is that you done forgot all about it. Don't even remember the girl name. You forget about it. You get home to your partner, or whatever, and then a couple months went past, and then she said, "Well, who is such and such?" You like, "Oh, I don't know." You forgot all
Where
about
she
it.
get that from? Like
I'm just saying
found
she might could have went through the phone.
Oh no, I won't
been-
slap it like that. I won't slap it.
Oh, you.
No, I had
Oh,
them.
you
I had them
was a
apps. I
G.
hit.
You
I was hiding
clever.
stuff in apps, and I had 2 phones, and I had all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that was the
Oh.
real deal.
He's a real deal.
Uh-huh.
And I told the truth too, though. I didn't lie to women. It's up to you to deal with it. I got an old lady. Look, I ain't looking for nothing, but we can have fun or whatever. But
Yeah.
ain't nothing past that.
I just
Oh.
think this day and time though, like even when you sit down and tell somebody, hey, you know what I got going on,
Oh, that shit don't work.
it don't work. Especially like with social media now, they be so quick to run and put you out there. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go mess with somebody.
But it's
Less than
different
what
when they
I'm
don't.
already
They don't. We ain't exchanging no social media and all that. If we out of town.
You don't know that.
No, I ain't exchanging on social media. No, I ain't even taking no pictures with you so you can remember me. Only thing you can remember is that one night of fun we had. Don't
Right.
call me. Don't call me. We ain't calling each other. I don't need to talk to you. We face to face now.
Oh,
I already know this was one night of fun.
Okay.
Right.
You stay in a whole nother state. There's a chance of seeing you again unless I fly you out or we meet up or whatever. I ain't doing all that. That's too much.
Well, you are a married man now. You turn over a new leaf and you're doing better. You have matured.
Yeah, and then
So-
unless she get me wrong now, I turn back up. I ain't scared.
Oh, okay now.
It sounds
I'm
good.
with the shit. I ain't scared.
Yes,
No, I'm just joking. I'm just
It
joking.
sounds, it sounds
I'm just
good.
playing.
Nah, don't take it back
So
now.
what-
Say
No,
what
she
you
don't got
mean,
social
what
media
you
no
say.
way. She ain't got social media, so she ain't gonna see this.
Oh God. So what would you say to someone who was like the old, what would you say to the old you?
I mean, I would tell you enjoy yourself, bro. Enjoy life, but at the same time, it is a risk that you take locally where you from when you're dealing with multiple women.
Damn,
Because
so he telling y'all you can cheat.
No.
You can do you.
I'm
Just don't do it.
well, okay, technically,
from?
my real belief is you're not committed to nobody till you're married. That's my belief.
Right.
You believe
I
that?
believe
Now that I'm older and grown, yes, because at the end of the day, we both sinning, shacking up. If we landing biblically, yes, we're sinning.
Now, Nancy, now you don't want to go to the Bible because
I'm just telling you.
my thing is this: if we're gonna live Bible and we're gonna do Bible, then we're gonna do it all the way from Genesis to Revelations. We ain't gonna just pick different books in the middle.
That's what I'm saying. That's just my personal belief, though. But I mean, you have to be faithful to get married. You got to build up to the marriage. But I'm just saying that's just a little scapegoat I use.
So what? Okay, so that was you
back
said.
then.
That's what the advice you would have for.
No, but now I would tell people, just think about other people's feelings, man. At the end of the day, you still can live and just tell them. I told the truth though. I mean, even if she don't, she still catch feelings. That's technically on her. If I told you we're not in a relationship, we just kicking it, and you catch feelings, that's technically on you.
Right.
But you still have to walk around with that on your conscience, knowing that this girl is in love with you. You dealing with 16 other girls, But at the end of the day, she still had the option not to deal with that person.
Right. And see, and I can respect that. If you give somebody, opportunity to just say, hey, if you want to play or not, then I can respect that all the way across the board.
But I don't think y'all women can turn it on and off.
It's
when
hard.
y'all sexually involved with somebody, like I ain't talking a one night stand thing. I'm talking like multiple, like you different encounters with this person.
So you about to have soul ties.
So it's like y'all exchanging energy. So and as time go on, a woman gonna catch feelings. I'm sorry, especially if the sex is good. If he getting her that, what y'all call it, that D, what do y'all call it? Yeah, that stuff. If he doing what he supposed to do, or she doing what she supposed to do to that woman, it's hard for him not to get. It's gone.
Yeah.
He pretty much done.
Understood. Well, I have enjoyed our conversation. Yeah. We didn't talk about parenting. We talked about marriage, entrepreneurship. So I definitely like, where our conversation went.
Yes.
Is there anything that you would like to say that you haven't said?
I would like to give you ladies your flowers while I'm here in your studio.
Well, what are you at?
They coming. They verbal flowers. I just want to say congratulations on the growth, man. Y'all came from nothing for real. Like y'all came from the bottom, y'all started, and y'all did it. And I'm super proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Super proud of y'all. I mean, I don't really like Gam, but you my dog. But yes, keep pushing, keep making statements, man. Y'all doing the damn thing, and y'all voice will be heard all over.
Yeah, definitely. I like those sunflowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those
sunflowers.
Even though Gam a little two-faced, but Shantae the real deal. You heard from me.
But
let's go get it, rather.
Right. What would you say to an entrepreneur who, a 9-to-5 person, right? And they're, trying to they're trying to figure out if they want to do the entrepreneur thing, but they're kind of scared.
I would say, be a part-time entrepreneur first. Try something that you like, and whatever business you want to do, make sure you like it.
Yeah.
So that's the number one thing. Like, it's hard to go to work and you don't like it.
Right.
I mean, but if you like something, it's easy to get up in the morning. Shit, I'm going to have fun. It's different versus waking up like, man, damn, I gotta go to work again today. I'm tired of this thing. Yeah. So, and it's not all about entrepreneurship. Like, just try to, my goal is try to leave as much as I can for my kids, meaning land, houses. I mean, that's me and my wife's goal. We want to buy as many houses as we can, That way, it's just generational wealth for the kids.
Right.
Because I mean, we as the black race, we never get a head start for real. We don't think about life insurance and I ain't gonna die, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. You know, that was our mentality for years. Like, but now, I mean, it's young. The young people die.
I think, I don't know if that was our mentality as far as not having it. I think we chose to, if we had to pay Dominion or, Gerbil, we're going to pay Dominion.
Nah, I don't think it was that too. It was that too. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But we also chose to buy the new pocketbook or the new shoes we wanted.
That's true.
Versus paying, you might have been back then, insurance might have been $15, $20.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're young and healthy now, like I got a nice lump sum of insurance on me, and I pay you like $100 some a month. Right. But I don't mind paying it because I know if something happened to me,
be beneficial.
My baby taken care of. Like she's gonna take care of my kids and do what she gotta do.
Right. So this last question I want to ask you in regards to the burial, having insurance. Mm-hmm. Like how important is that for us as a community to actually have those conversations with our friends and cousins or whatever about the importance of obtaining that policy?
I think it's super important.
Instead of having GoFundMes everywhere.
It's super important because I'm gonna speak on a situation where somebody I know, I ain't gonna say no names, mm-hmm. but they went through something where a person got sick and they had insurance, but they stopped paying the insurance because they got sick. And they was in the hospital, they didn't have the money or whatever. Mm-hmm. So basically a GoFundMe had to be done. But that's what I say about communication. Like if you've been sick and you've been paying this insurance all these years, like your shit just mm-hmm. dropped. These people get away scot-free, not having to pay nothing because you let it lapse 1 month before you pass away.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And it's like it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's not fair that they got all that free money. I think insurance is the biggest scam in the world.
Yeah,
anyway.
it is.
Oh yeah.
Like
it is.
Like the one I have now is like a 35-year policy. So say I make it past 35 years. I done paid all this money.
Oh, you have term.
I have term.
I get whole.
Yeah. But see, I got a couple retirement accounts too that, I'm growing with the same time with the life insurance. So I'm not going to need life insurance after that. They're going to be good.
Okay.
So, basically, you paid all that money for 35 years. They went to their pockets.
Yeah.
If you don't use it.
You're right. Yeah. That is the biggest scam.
Car insurance, same thing.
Car insurance, same thing.
Man, you got people, man, my parents were like that. Like my dad especially, like if he hit something or something, I ain't calling my insurance. I'm going to pay for it out of the pocket. Man, you crazy as hell. You better call them insurance people.
Yeah, that's what you paid them.
Yeah, but that's the older mentality. Like, that's what they've been, brainwashed and taught. Like, no.
And that's what insurance companies and them basically counting on too.
Oh, they love it. They love to go talk to
back
them.
in the day, had insurance used to come to the house and sit there and talk.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
that brown fold and all that.
Knock on my door now.
So what's next for DJ B Reid?
Well, my goal is to just take the DJing thing as far as it go. I mean, I would like to open up a DJ school for kids.
Okay.
But my only thing with that is parents have to be understanding. Like, it ain't cheap. It's not cheap to become a DJ. Like, your hard drive, you got to get that from somebody. That's not free. Like, people went years and years and years converting wax to digital on your hard drive. Like, so people not just gonna give you that.
Okay.
I had a couple of mine stolen. My house got broke in, and I had to buy hard drives from people. I bought one from my cousin Jimmy Reid. So the Rex sold me my first hard drive.
Okay.
To be honest,
and your hard drive, what that holds all
holds the music. Yes. Okay. Without that, if I'm at a party and I'm packing up, I really can care less about the speakers. All I want is my hard drive and my computer. That's the main ingredient.
And your hard drive is portable.
Yes, some of them are internal. Some people got theirs internal. Like, you can do external or internal. They just upgrade, like put more terabytes on the one inside. But I use both, and it hurts though. You lose that hard drive. Like, I still haven't got my hard drive back to where it was when it got stolen.
Okay.
Because it takes time to organize, and it's like organizing your clothes and all that. It's like it take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I have enjoyed the conversation. We look forward to everything B Reid, AIO
Yeah, hit me up. Maybe we're doing 360s, mirror photo booths, whatever you need. You want me to host your event? I come talk trash, whatever.
How can people find you on social media or reach out to you if they
All
choose?
social media, I am at DJ B Reid. That's DJBREID.
Oh, he can spell. Go
Facebook,
ahead.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything. Everything's the same.
Okay.
Any final words before we wrap up?
Thanks for having me. And I really don't like GAM, but go get her. You might ride or die. Nah, but I really appreciate y'all, and I wish y'all much success.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. So with that being said, stay tuned to all things Way to GAM Minute. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.